Emeka was brilliant. A 32-year-old Nigerian software engineer living in Berlin, fluent in 4 languages, with a clean resume, a quiet demeanor, and no online presence, by design. He worked freelance jobs remotely, never stayed in one city for more than a year, and avoided social gatherings. To most people, he was just the soft-spoken tech guy who delivered great code and moved on. But Emeka was hiding something. 7 years earlier, he had fled Nigeria after being framed in a multi-million-dollar crypto fraud he didn't commit. His best friend, Keen, the real mastermind, had used Emeka's work, his contacts, and even his investor pitch to pull it off. Then he pinned the entire thing on Emeka and vanished. No trial, no justice, just betrayal. Now, years later, Emeka had tracked him down. Keen had reinvented himself in Europe as Kenneth Cole, a rising star in the Berlin tech scene. He wore designer suits, gave TED-style talks, and grinned from glossy magazine covers. He had turned Emeka's stolen vision into a company worth millions. And now, that company was hiring a chief technology officer to lead them through an IPO. Emeka applied for the job under a false identity that on the day of the interview, he sat across the table from the man who had destroyed his life. King didn't recognize him. The beard was thicker. The accent was neutral. The name on the CV was European. Everything was different, except the intensity in his eyes. Emeka played the role flawlessly. He answered every question with quiet confidence. He quoted lines from the original pitch deck, the one Keen had stolen, just to see if he'd flinch. He didn't doubt. At the end of the week, Emeka got the job. Over the next 3 months, he worked in silence. Behind the scenes, he was building a digital vault. Contracts, wire transfers, investor manipulation, proof of everything. He didn't want attention. He wanted the truth. He wanted leverage. Then, one evening, Keen called him into his office. "You're smarter than I expected," he said. "I know who you are." Emeka froze. His muscles tensed. He waited for a threat, for denial, for the old arrogance. Instead, Keen slid a resignation letter across the desk. "Doesn't matter. You've already fixed everything I broke. You want revenge? Take the company. I'm tired." The next day, Keen was gone. His apartment was empty. His accounts closed. No press statement. No farewell. Emeka stepped into the role as the new CTO, then CEO. He rebuilt the company under his real name. It went public a year later. Investors trusted him. The tech world hailed him as a visionary. After 7 long years, he had everything stolen from him, returned. But 2 years later, while attending a conference in Singapore, he spotted a familiar smile across the room. New haircut. Different alias. New company. Keen. Again, still playing the game. Still one step ahead. Emeka watched him for a long time, then turned away calmly. This time, he wasn't hiding, he was waiting.